in action, model on the biomechanics of these days. The fast bowlers would get around and bowl around their body, which gives them more swing. These are all straight lines. When you see that front leg and his front arm, main stock delivery will be pushing it into the right-handers.
Big question, Russell. I know just 2 balls to go, but
nothing on being high or low.
No, but when you go back to the era, bygone era, when you look at now, you talk about straight lines. I mean, fast bowlers of the years gone by would run in at an angle and they'll be so different. But they still survived. Oh, well bowled, well bowled. Rush Chandimal that time.
I mentioned the angle in. If he gets the seam right, it can straighten down the line, and that's what happened here. Chandimal looking for the leg side, but it comes back or straightens, which gets him into a spot of bother. A lot of factors are different from the bygone era, Roshan. The amount of cricket you play, the amount of time you spend away from home, and also technology, physics side of things have also come in to try and protect players, to better use their bodies and structures. And then changes in other factors, climate change for example. We'll get into that later. 62 for 1.
শিয়া বাটার ও ভিটামিন ই সমৃদ্ধ লিলি হালাল বিউটি সোপ, তারুণ্যময় উজ্জ্বল ত্বকের জন্য।
সানবিট সব দিবে সামাল। সানবিট ম্যাজিক প্রেস ডিশওয়াশিং এর মাথা ঘোরানো সলিউশন।
পরিচ্ছন্নতা ও পবিত্রতার জন্য গোসল করেছেন, কিন্তু আপনার গোসলের বডি ওয়াশটি হালাল ছিল তো? একনল বডি ওয়াশ, দেশের নাম্বার 1 হালাল অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল বডি ওয়াশ। স্মার্ট পিপল, স্মার্ট শাওয়ার।
কালার এক্সপার্ট, জর্জ স্যাপ এবং মাইল্ড অন হ্যান্ডস টেকনোলজি সমৃদ্ধ অরিক্স ক্রিস্টাল ওয়াশ, আপনার লন্ড্রি এক্সপার্ট।
আকাশ ডিজিটাল টিভি এক অফারে বছর পার। এখন একসাথে 12 মাসের সাবস্ক্রিপশন নিলেই পরবর্তী 3 মাস একদম ফ্রি। ভিজিট করুন মাই আকাশ অ্যাপ অথবা ডায়াল করুন 16442।
Faster bowler from the other previous Taijul over, we saw how his slight variations make a difference. Hit well, wasn't too short, but one of Nissanka's strengths, quickly onto the back foot.
And this is a good ploy from Sri Lanka's point of view. Don't let Taijul build those dots. Look to attack him. Let him not be allowed to bowl. Let him not settle down. Not all that short, but he was onto it quickly.
The fact that that silly mid-off fielder was put to the short extra position, that means the offside is more heavily packed, prompting Nissanka to use a different option and go leg side. Previous over, if you notice any such deliveries, he was trying to carve it through the offside. The batter got options, will be able to do a lot better. Yeah, Roshan, in terms of fitness and preparation, so many different factors. If we talk of the weather also, there have been lots of changes. Climate change, we don't pay enough attention to it. It's gotten a lot warmer. So your conditioning, how you react, how it wears you down is all different. So looking after yourself, your preparation, it takes changes. Preparation of even the pitch and factors. Oh, it's off the stumps. That looked tight. There are many changes involved as well.
Russell, what about, now this is that last delivery, what about the amount of cricket that is played in the subcontinent? In the past, cricket used to play people a lot in England, the county cricket per se, and then respective countries would have their domestic cricket. But then if you look at the amount of cricket that gets played in this area, that is the subcontinent, so what you talk about, the weather and global warming and all that comes into play in a player's fitness regime.
And the fact that you're away from home for such a long period, travel gets to you too. Homesickness. So I think the schedules are a lot more hectic. Yes, challenging in the past. Players condition themselves differently. But there are many variables and it's hard to compare. 67 for 1.
পরিচ্ছন্নতা ও পবিত্রতার জন্য গোসল করেছেন, কিন্তু আপনার গোসলের বডি ওয়াশটি হালাল ছিল তো? একনল বডি ওয়াশ, দেশের নাম্বার 1 হালাল অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল বডি ওয়াশ। স্মার্ট পিপল, স্মার্ট শাওয়ার।
টাইলক্স টয়লেট ক্লিনার, যার অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল এজেন্ট টয়লেটের কোনায় কোনায় পৌঁছে 99% জীবাণু ধ্বংস করে।
শিয়া বাটার ও ভিটামিন ই সমৃদ্ধ লিলি হালাল বিউটি সোপ, তারুণ্যময় উজ্জ্বল ত্বকের জন্য।
সানবিট সব দিবে সামাল। সানবিট ম্যাজিক প্রেস, ডিশওয়াশিং এর মাথা ঘোরানো সলিউশন।
5 will be Sri Lanka's first target. That's to ensure Bangladesh to bat again. The way the game is, with time on hand, as of now, Sri Lanka's focus will be to bat deep and save this game. That will be a win. But I'll tell you what. Oh, very quick. A little late, Nisanka. Roshan, in terms of the World Test Championship, this is the first game of the new cycle. It's a big hit. It's a big blow to Sri Lanka's chances of qualifying, because World Test Championship, 3 at home, 3 away. And you want to win the games at home in your home conditions. The way things look right now, got to be a miracle for Sri Lanka to gain those points, but for Bangladesh, everything to gain. In a very good position to win and put themselves ahead, the bigger scheme of things.
Absolutely right. Sri Lanka would have expected naturally to get the better of Bangladesh coming into this first test match.
Or anyone playing at home.
So as you said, Sri Lanka has no targets in terms of runs to make. They'll want to bat deep. I think day 3 is going to be very decisive.
Yes, because the pitch is still very good. Tomorrow there can be more deterioration, so you got to get into a position that you're not too far behind today. These are the games of the next cycle, 2025 to 2027. Sri Lanka and Bangladesh play the least, the minimum number of games that are required. Australia, England, 20 plus games. 2 against Bangladesh, 2 against India and South Africa, the test matches at home before they travel. Before is the wrong term, Roshan, because in between or schedules do tend to change.
I strongly believe, as I said earlier in the day or earlier in this game, that there has to be a minimum number of test matches per team per year. That's a must as far as I'm concerned.
For a draw, you pick up 4 points. For a win, you pick up 12 points. And then you accumulate your points, and it's percentage points, the average, that places you where it is. Because when you play 22 test matches against 12, you obviously can pick up more points. Try and make it an even playing field for those who don't play as many test matches. It's percentage points that come into play.
No, I mean, that's a fair method, but if you look at the number of games, at the end of the day, you want teams to play more test matches. It's not about average points.
That is in terms of the test championship, but you need to play more as a nation to develop your game. South Africa, the champions at the moment, they play 14 test matches. Pakistan, 13. Now, Roshan, last ball for the two of us. I got a question for you. 2 balls.
What's the question, Russell? What's the question?
There's an issue. I forgot the question.
That's because your mind's running everywhere.
Maybe you have a point. Oh, yes. 69 for 1 is where Sri Lanka at. What do you think of their position at the moment?
Looking solid, looking solid. They can look to build on it. If that's the answer you're looking for.
Not really. $69 for 1 it is then.
This one is, you forget the question.
Bangladesh finishing their innings at 495 today. And Sri Lanka started off well. They've lost the wicket for Dara for 29, but looked pretty solid. Tajul Islam has taken that lone wicket. It's the last phase of play before luncheon. And there's the third day. Pathum Nissanka has been very patient, very selective with his shot. The experienced Dinesh Chandimal on 10. Sri Lanka will be looking for these two to consolidate and take them through. No gremlins in the wicket per se. Nothing much to worry about off the track. What over run? Not quite there. Hello, Faviz.
Hello, Shamim. A good piece of fielding by Najmul Hasan Shanto at extra cover. Almost had Pathum Nissanka some sort of worry. A lot of energy when it comes to Bangladesh side in this morning. As we expect after scoring so much runs. They understand the pitch is really good for batting still. But they need to hunt as a pack. All the fielders in the vicinity, apart from the deep squad fielder, is trying to save the single. And this is exactly what Sri Lanka should do. Should not get bogged down on one end. Try and rotate the strike as much as possible.
Yeah, they've got to take a leaf out of the way Bangladesh played the innings. More than 100 singles in their innings. Quite a lot of runs, rotational strike, imperative in this kind of situation. Don't always need to clout the ball and play big shots. 224 singles by Bangladesh. That tells you how they maneuvered the innings, scored the runs. Patience is the key. Walks down to meet that ball. Silly point. Was feeling that there might be an opportunity of a deflection.
The trap is set for Pathum Nissanka, dropping deep mid-wicket, no short mid-wicket. Short, slightly short, in the gap. Pathum Nissanka, he timed and placed it so well. Picked up the length early. Wasn't that short by Tajul. Pathum Nissanka, this is what he does well. Picks up the length pretty early.
Sure does. Just using the depth of the crease, it's onto it in a flash. As you said, not too short. The manner in which he played that ball, read the length very, very quickly.
Just on the trap, Shamim, having deep mid-wicket back, Tajul Islam wants Pathum Nissanka to go across the line, just like what he did for Lairudar and was caught and bowled. Pathum's perspective, he's been looking solid. Quicker through the air, finds the field at deep mid-wicket to end the 19th over. 75 for 1.
আকাশ ডিজিটাল টিভি এক অফারে বছর পার। এখন একসাথে 12 মাসের সাবস্ক্রিপশন নিলেই পরবর্তী 3 মাস একদম ফ্রি। ভিজিট করুন মাই আকাশ অ্যাপ অথবা ডায়াল করুন 16442।
পরিচ্ছন্নতা ও পবিত্রতার জন্য গোসল করেছেন, কিন্তু আপনার গোসলের বডি ওয়াশটি হালাল ছিল তো? একনল বডি ওয়াশ, দেশের নাম্বার 1 হালাল অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল বডি ওয়াশ। স্মার্ট পিপল, স্মার্ট শাওয়ার।
কালার এক্সপার্ট, জর্জ স্যাপ এবং মাইল্ড অন হ্যান্ডস টেকনোলজি সমৃদ্ধ অরিক্স ক্রিস্টাল ওয়াশ আপনার লন্ড্রি এক্সপার্ট।
পরিচ্ছন্নতা ও পবিত্রতার জন্য গোসল করেছেন, কিন্তু আপনার গোসল
18 runs he gave away, but in the next spell, in the last 3 overs, he's given away only 6 runs. So that's a tremendous comeback in terms of accuracy. And there you go, into the 7th over, but 18 coming off the first 3. So it's a good comeback for him. And also, Maha, the Bangladesh encumbered by the fact that they don't have the services of Mehdi Hasan Miraj, who is indisposed. Basically playing with 4 top-line bowlers who really rotate the bowlers very carefully because of the weather, the heat.
Should be a couple of runs towards mid-wicket. I reckon from this end, which is the media box end, the fast bowlers got to be rotated. Yes, I understand only 2 fast bowlers is in the side for Bangladesh. But you've got to have short spells, sharp spells. Hassan Mahmood brings control to you, but with Naid Rana, he hurries the batsman up. From the other end, Taijul Islam, the way he's bowling, probably continue with him until lunch and see how it is, and then get Naeem Hassan. On the fact of Mehdi Hassan Miraj, it's a massive lose to Bangladesh. Got to be said. Last test match he played up against Zimbabwe, 100 runs batting at number 7, 5 wickets in the winning course in the second innings. He's the leader of the pack as far as I'm concerned when it comes to spinners. Shot. Rana did well to get down in time.
Yeah, big man coming down very, very quickly. Got some fingertips to it and made sure that it didn't go through for runs. Understand Shanto coming across, having a few words. Young man, he's just varied his line of attack. He's been more consistent. Whoops, right through, but enough on the fingers to slow it down. 146, 142, 144. Oh, Yorker length, almost pitching it up, and that's a good variation you need to have. Did well to just play it away quite comfortably eventually.
Yeah, good guess by Naid Rana. 144.3 the last one. And both these batters, quite evident that their bat lifts are quite short. Trying to play straight as possible. When it's short, they're happy to get underneath. Playing the ball on its merit. That's very important with Naid Rana. He's an attacking bowler. He'll be given the ball by Shanto to pick up wickets. So these two batters who are very experienced now and played a lot of cricket at the Gall Stadium, they know the initial period is going to be the tough one. Getting a batting left, bat lift short and try and play safe as possible. Because Naid Rana is a bowler, he can zip through and can surprise you with pace off the pitch.
Yeah, even though it's a rather batter-friendly pitch, and Sean Tate will have tutored him, fine-tuned him.
Just on Sean Tate, Shamim, only 2 deliveries I faced against Sean Tate up in 2007 World Cup. One was a bouncer, one was a Yorker. The Yorker was about 157, the bouncer was about 150. Boy, he was quick when he was these days.
You didn't tell me what happened to you in those 2 deliveries. We'll come back to that. 78 for 1.
আকাশ ডিজিটাল টিভি এক অফারে বছর পার। এখন একসাথে 12 মাসের সাবস্ক্রিপশন নিলেই পরবর্তী 3 মাস একদম ফ্রি। ভিজিট করুন মাই আকাশ অ্যাপ অথবা ডায়াল করুন 16442।
পরিচ্ছন্নতা ও পবিত্রতার জন্য গোসল করেছেন, কিন্তু আপনার গোসলের বডি ওয়াশটি হালাল ছিল তো? একনল বডি ওয়াশ, দেশের নাম্বার 1 হালাল অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল বডি ওয়াশ। স্মার্ট পিপল, স্মার্ট শাওয়ার।
কালার এক্সপার্ট, জর্জ স্যাপ এবং মাইল্ড অন হ্যান্ডস টেকনোলজি সমৃদ্ধ অরিক্স ক্রিস্টাল ওয়াশ আপনার লন্ড্রি এক্সপার্ট।
পরিচ্ছন্নতা ও পবিত্রতার জন্য গোসল করেছেন, কিন্তু আপনার গোসলের বডি ওয়াশটি হালাল ছিল তো? একনল বডি ওয়াশ, দেশের নাম্বার 1 হালাল অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল বডি ওয়াশ। স্মার্ট পিপল, স্মার্ট শাওয়ার।
They're adept to get themselves into trouble. Taijul Islam has also varied his pace. Well, this wicket dictates that you have those variations of pace and lines and lengths, and you have to be